One of the strategies politicians will adopt to get to their target audience is the mass media, such as TV appearances, debates, commercials, as well as other forms of advertising that offer an effective way to improve visibility. Outdoor advertising is critical, and that's where billboards come in. A billboard is very conspicuous and catches the attention of potential voters. It reaches a larger audience in constituencies and communities, but that does not come cheap. Data from industry players indicate it will cost a minimum of 15,000 Ghana cedis to erect a billboard such as this one. It may be expensive to erect such huge billboards and other forms of advertisement, but will this be a burden for the two major political parties? I engage the officials of the governing New Patriotic Party and the opposition National Democratic Congress. For the New Patriotic Party NPP, though it may be expensive, the party will still employ such methods due to the anticipated benefits.
Yes, the message is there, but who are you voting for? The face, and the face evokes the qualities of leadership. The person who has led this process that is transforming. You need to see that person. And behind that person, of course, the smaller persons who are members of parliament in various constituencies who help as the other arm of government to pass the legislation that the government executes to transform and implement its policies. So we need, the MPP will advertise. We will reach the people we want to vote for us, but we will do it selectively.
The opposition NDC has been using this method to reach out to potential voters over the years, but in the run-up to this year's general elections, it is hesitant to repeat same methods. Its Deputy General Secretary Peter Boama Otukono has been providing some explanations.
As a party, we have taken a position, and we have this long-standing, principle we have applied in advertisement, and we try to stay away from huge, advertisement boards, signboards. But there are occasions where you do not go into procure. As I said, people come and offer it. So if I have a content, I have a poster that I'm using for flyer, and somebody thinks that, okay, I want to donate free, signboard of a very huge, size to you. So just give me the content and let me put on it. I mean, who doesn't want that free opportunity? It's a huge opportunity to put your message out there.
To attest to the impact of the use of billboards, I spoke to the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wogon, Lydia Seyram Al-Hassan.
The billboards, the flyers, the traditional media, TV, radio, social media, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, is what the tools that we'll be employing this year to campaign. Billboards, yes. Posters, a few. I am looking at reducing the posters that we post on people's walls and all that across the constituency. So if you see, you drive around the constituency, yes, there are a few posters, but we limit that. We are focusing more on a smaller billboards, and that is what will give us the visibility.
But does the erection of huge billboards and the posting of numerous posters at every corner have an impact on the voting masses? Some Ghanaians have been sharing their views.
With the billboard and the posters, they are one way or the other. They are another way of doing campaigning. But to me personally, I believe that when you do more of interaction than just that posters, it will help more than that. And even if you look at the cost involved, it's very, very costly. But if you go door-to-door campaigning, I think that is the best way to do.
I don't think it's money wasting in erecting those billboards and then pasting the posters, getting T-shirts and the rest, because the population is rising, and then we will need all those things to get the people well informed about whatever is going on. So it's not money wasting at all.
The best medium is the house-to-house campaigning. I think that one you have one-on-one interaction with the electorate. So I think the house-to-house campaigning will be the best. You understand? Because when you go to the person one-on-one, if the person has anything to tell you, or if he has any message for you, or any advice, you can have the person one-on-one. You understand? But when you go on billboards and then televisions and then radios and what have you, if the person has anything even to ask you, the person wouldn't be able to ask you. You understand? But when you go to the person's house one-on-one, I think the person, if the person has anything within his heart against you, he will tell you. Then you can have the access to explain it better.
It appears the use of billboards have been widely accepted by political parties as one way of winning potential voters. However, it could be detrimental to the fortunes of candidates. That is, according to Dr. Bernard Tutubuahin, who is a political marketing analyst and a lecturer at the Methodist University College.
One thing about billboards, when it comes to politics, unlike the commercial markets, is the fact that, the moment you begin to, raise high billboards, big ones, and people within your constituency are seeing, and they are also suffering, then of course they begin to ask questions, because they don't see why you should spend so much, on your political campaigns, whilst people within the constituency are suffering. Thank God the free SHS and other staff are there, to, as part of the social interventions to alleviate or to probably take off the burden of parents, from paying school fees. But there are other things that people are looking up to. For instance, you cannot tell me that you will spend so much on advertising, billboards, media campaigns, over 1 million Ghana cedis, and then probably the road to your constituency is so bad. Okay, people will question it. And that is where normally they tend to, apathy tends to set in.